I'm Al-Azhari University to give her address.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. صلى الله على النبي الأمين. His Excellency, the former External Affairs Minister of India, Dr. Salman Khurshid, His Excellency Ambassadors of Arab countries, His Excellency Ambassador of the Republic of Sudan in India, Dr. Hassan Talib, His Excellency Head of the Mission of Arab States League, His Excellency Under Secretary Ministry of Higher Education and Scientific Research, Professor Asar Abdul Bagi, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor for me personally to stand before you this evening in this wonderful country at this great occasion to release the Arabic translation of Son of BABAR, a play by His Excellency Mr. Salman Khurshid. I'm pleased to welcome all of you today in this event and to thank you for consenting to our request and making time to attend this ceremony. I'd especially like to thank His Excellency Professor Dr. Asari Omar Abdul Bani and the Secretary Ministry of Higher Education and Scientific Research, Republic of Sudan, for accepting our request to participate and represent the Ministry of Higher Education and Scientific Research in this occasion. Allow me to highly appreciate the effort of His Excellency Dr. Hassan Talib, Ambassador of Sudan in India, who took the initiative to put forward this book for Zaim al-Azhari University in 2014, and for the effort of his colleague in the embassy for arranging this book release occasion in New Delhi. I avail this opportunity also to shed some light on the ties between the two countries. The Indo-Sudanese relations have remained strong for a very long time through cultural and commercial activities between the two countries. Indian figures such as Mahatma Gandhi, father of the India, Shri Jawaharlal Nehru, Tagore, and Muhammad Iqbal have become memorable and unforgettable to the public in Sudan. His Excellency Jawaharlal Nehru in 1955 played an important role in the affirmation of the identity and independence of Sudan at the Conference of Non-Aligned Countries at Bandung. Some Indian traders settled in Sudan and Sudanese cities in early 50s and participated trade in textile and perfumes in Sudan. Many of them were granted the Sudanese nationality. They become an important part of the Sudanese society and they have won respect and confidence of the Sudanese people. We have been honored to host His Excellency Dr. Salman Khurshid at the Zaim al-Azhari University in 2014 and to confer upon him an honorary doctorate in English literature. The conferment of the degree and the translation of the book will be remembered in great honor through the lifetime of our university. This is because this is in full conformity with the university's strategic objective for regional and international collaboration. The translation and the release of this Arabic version coincides with an important phase of Sudanese national dialogue and provide inspiration to all of us on the value of diversity and tolerance of others. This book gives great enlightenment on the question of national identity. In spite of the fact that the stage of this play is in India, but the lessons learned are suitable to answer questions around identity, harmony, and tolerance in all the world. At the end, allow me to thank His Excellency Dr. Salman Khurshid, who provided us his consent to translate his book. We also extend our thanks to all those who contributed to translation and those who provided wonderful critiques for the book. And at the end, thank you for you to be here this evening so as to to share us this great event. Thank you very much.
We now request His Excellency, the former Foreign Minister of India, Mr. Salman Khurshid, and a representative from Al-Zaim Al-Azhari University, Dr. Thaya Al-Sheikh Al-Hamim, to read extracts from the book. Dr. Thaya will read an extract from the Arabic translation, and Mr. Khurshid will read the English corresponding extract. So if you can come to this side.
It's a great honor, frankly, for this book have to be translated into Arabic, and that it will now be available to and reach out to a much larger audience than I could have hoped in English. Some of you have seen the book. Some of you have actually been good enough to come and see the play as well, which gets performed periodically. Our friend Mr. Farooq is here, who organizes the play from time to time in Delhi, in Bombay, and elsewhere. And I do understand from His Excellency the Ambassador that you will well perform it in Arabic as well. I hope I'll be there to see it. We have just chosen 3 short passages meaning 3 short parts of the play to really, it's not really an attempt to retranslate the play for all of you, but only as my acknowledgement of gratitude and a moment of celebration of this beautiful relationship between the Arab world and India. And I will, maybe after we finish reading it, say a few more things about our remarkable, wonderful relationship and where we can go with it. I'm reading a portion, then my colleague will then read the Arabic translation. It's towards the beginning of the play. This is, if some of you might know, a story is about a student in Delhi University who's very keen to find out something about Bahadur Shah Zafar, who's the last emperor of India, and who spent his last few days in Rangoon, far away, after being banished from India. When a young officer captured him not too far away from here, from Humayun's tomb, that young officer took upon himself to give a promise that Bahadur Shah Zafar would not be executed. As a result, when the military tribunal tried him and had to punish him, they had no choice. They couldn't execute him, so they decided to have him banished from India, and therefore he was taken away to Rangoon, where he spent his last days. The irony is that the last emperor of Burma was exiled from Burma and was brought to India and is buried in Ratnagiri in Maharashtra. And our last emperor is buried in what is now Myanmar, but in Burma. So this young man goes to from the university hoping that he'd get a scholarship. Since the ambassador was not ambassador here at that time, he doesn't get a scholarship, and he goes off in a huff into the library, and he, I think, dozes off. He goes to sleep, and he imagines that he has a conversation with Bahadur Shah Zafar, and he asks Bahadur Shah Zafar some questions, and in the process, that conversation, Bahadur Shah Zafar takes him through the entire passage of history from the arrival of Babar into India and the final moments in which Bahadur Shah Zafar has to leave India. So the scene is when he first gets there in his dreams. He arrives at a place which is a small little rickety old little place in Rangoon, and in a little courtyard, in a veranda, there is an old man sleeping on a cot or lying on a cot, and the place is very dark and very damp. And this young man called Rudranshu says, "Is someone there? Hello? Oh dear, where am I? Can someone not hear me? Hello?" And Bahadur Shah Zafar says, "Who is this? Who disturbs our peace? a physician, soldier, guard? Rudranshu says, yes, I mean, who? Come here. We cannot see you. What impudence, young man. Are we so humble that even minions forget their manners? Go tell your wretched Firangi masters to let us sleep. They have stolen everything we possessed and ruled. Must they now take away our sleep as well? Is that the law of your land? Was our life spared only for endless torture and torment? But sir, King, Badsha, please, that's the great Bahadur Shah Zafar, my salutations. I have finally found you. Oh, stop all this, enough. Is that you, Douglas? Or is it Metcalfe? What do you now want from me? A knighthood for our stolen empire? Go, your king will bestow it upon you. Take what you want, but please spare us our misery. Have we not been punished enough? You mistake me for someone else, King of Hindustan. Oh dear, I'm sorry, I don't even know how to address you. Sir, I'm not Douglas or Metcalfe. I'm not even a British subject. Oh yes, even we are said to be a British subject. They even put this poor old man on trial for sedition. We would not betray our motherland, so we were punished. It is hell itself. I know. What do you know? What does anyone know? You know nothing, nothing at all. They stripped and killed our sons, royal princes, Mughal princes of great Taimur's lineage in cold blood. Emperor Babar's descendants mercilessly slaughtered, Mirza Mughal, Khirj Sultan, even our grandson Abu Bakr. They brought their severed heads to us, their father. Please, Majesty, Exalted Highness, oh dear. Khuda, another British spy. What secrets are we left with now that you seek? We wait for the final moment of truth. Our modesty is no secret. The Firangis bring strange people to gape at us and at our Begum as well. Please go and leave us alone to cry in pain, to die, to rot. Ah, the pain. Our empire snatched and defiled by Goras, pale-faced impostors. Now what more do you want? My lord, I am not your enemy. Oh, what then is your business? Why do you disturb our privacy? Speak or depart, young man. I'm sorry, I'm not even sure what I'm doing here. How should I address you? Haven't they taught you court etiquette, young man? If you really do not know why you are here, then you must leave. That will be all. Your Exalted Highness, please let me explain. I am not really a part of your world. Oh, they all say that now. Hakim Ehsanullah too. And what did we not do for him? We gave him the court of Timur on a platter. We made him the emperor's conscience, but he was no different when it came to giving evidence. How many of our retinue excused themselves from the journey to Rangoon. Now you taunt us with another betrayal. We are used to being let down, but be so kind as to tell us, what is that world of yours? Who are you? I fear time will run out, my lord. Please allow me to say something before I have to leave. What time? Time does not move here, so why do you speak of it running? It stands still. Look around. It is stopped like the arms of a broken clock. If you care about time, you need to go elsewhere. Oh, we are tired. Why should our dignity not be returned? The family jewels too, the Begum frets endlessly. Time has taken them all away. Your Exalted Highness, I am hoping to take you back home, where time can once again be your own, amongst your own people. How can you think that we have forsaken you? We need you. You must return to where you belong, to your land. Not another mutiner from Meerut fighting for Deen in a world devoid of faith. Haven't they rounded you all up for public hanging? Please, you have all caused us enough trouble already. But for your silly notions, Mirza Jawab Bakht could have ruled Hindustan. Who knows? Things could have turned out differently. But wait, What tidings have you brought? You say you've come a very long way. Rangoon is much further from Delhi than Meerut, isn't it? Hunus, Dilli Durast. Come tell us you know of Delhi. How is our Delhi? Butchered and battered? Delhi lives, Your Majesty. We have rid ourselves of the British yoke more than half a century ago. We can now undo the wrongs of history. Well, I mean, we can at least take you home with honor to express our gratitude. So Mirza Ghalib laments no more. Our Delhi is no longer desolate. The river Jamuna runs blue again. Have Muslims been allowed to return to their homes? Is the Jama Masjid safe? And what's left of the Qila Mu'ala? We don't understand. If the British are gone, why have our courtiers not come to escort us back to the throne? Why should they send a stranger? We believe we have never seen you before. You speak of half a century, but we've suffered much longer. I can explain everything. I just need to get my bearings right. Sorry if I sound a bit confused. I mean about the time. Allah, this cough signals the end of the Mughal Empire. This place will be our death. You can tell us your tale only if we live to hear it. We need a hakim and medicines. Oh, it is so damp and dark here, just like a grave. Allah, the light of the world itself in darkness. You will have the best, exalted Majesty. I merely seek the privilege of your attention. I bring to you the voice of the Indian people, your people. You mean our subjects. Surely subjects, not just people, and Hindustan, not India. As you please, Majesty. The point is that your dream has been realized. You did not raise the standard of freedom in vain. Oh, if only you could see it all come back. Please, how? Alone and just like this? Dressed in an old kaftan? Okay, get me a horse. The emperor can still ride even at the age of 87. So that's the first conversation I had.
في منزل صغير في رانغون يحتوي على شرفة وصالة في الأمام يجلس رجل وديع. في منزل صغير في رانغون يحتوي على شرفة وصالة في الأمام يجلس رجل وديع الملامح يلعب هاوزر شهر يجلس مائلا إلى الخلف تسنده بعض المساند تغلب الخضرة على المكان ينادي أحم مرحبا مرحبا هل يوجد شخص هناك؟ مرحبا عزيزي أين أنا؟ هل يسمعني أحد؟ مرحبا من هناك؟ من هناك؟ من الذي يزعجنا؟ الطبيب؟ الجندي؟ الحارس؟ نعم أنا أفعل أعني أنا من؟ تعال إلى هنا لا أستطيع رؤيتك يا لك من شاب متهور هل نحن وضعيون إلى هذه الدرجة حتى يسوء السلوك أمامنا؟ من هم؟ أقل منا مكانا أذهب وقل لأسيادك الأشرار أن يدعوننا ننام لقد سرقوا كل شيء واغتصبوا أرضنا هل يجب عليهم أن يأخذوا منا اليوم أيضا؟ هل هذا قانون بلادهم؟ هل كانت حياتنا فقط